So I was making a live, but then I forgot to. But then a notification came up, was like the take a break notification. I didn't know. I didn't like turn it off. So yeah, that got cut off. So sorry about that. So I have to re-explain like everything that I've just been talking about for the past hour, and that makes me mad. But anyways, let's get into this. So hi, I'm drawing my OC Pure Lie Cookie. So let me explain his lore again, because YouTube hates me. So he's 568 years old and he's non-binary, but usually just goes by he/they pronouns. He is legendary. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I did, I think. So his lore is this: he is the middle child of Shadow Milk Cookie. Okay, with his siblings being, the obvious the obvious like chosen children of Shadow Milk Cookie. Being, Black Sapphire Cookie as the older brother, and Candy Apple Cookie as the younger sister. Okay, now I gave Pure Lie some really complicated lore, which can like confuse a lot of people who haven't played Forsaken and Cookie Run. So yeah, I did that mainly. I didn't really intend to confuse anyone, but you know what? Now I am intending to confuse people who have Cookie Run but don't play Forsaken. You should play I understand why you wouldn't play Forsaken, honestly, because there's a bunch of drama going on. But I'm not digging into that today because I'm not in the mood for it, honestly. So he has a very weird friend group. I'll say that right now. Also, fun fact: I have this weird thing with OCs where it's like where like there's normal human years and then immortal years. So, for example, in immortal years he's 16, but then in like human years or something, he's 568 years old. So, well, he's like he's an immortal teenager, kind of. It's cool. So, yeah, his first friend he made was Capsaicin Cookie, which is actually a pretty cool story. When he Capsaicin were 5, Shadow Milk was like, okay, kid, it's time for you to meet some of my friends, which totally won't end up being a catastrophe in a few years. So Shadow Milk dragged Pure Lie and Black Sapphire, who was like a teenager at the time. Present Cookie Run, I kind of headcanon Black Sapphire as more of a post-teen or something. I don't know. Most of my knowledge on ages is mainly from Adopt Me, so please show mercy to me. I'm not smart. But anyways, so Shadow Milk brings his children, minus Candy Apple because she wasn't born yet, to Brank Spice Cookie's temple. So I have this headcanon for like all of the beast living situations where it's like, despite their castle, despite them having like places that do not look like livable in, like for example Shadow Milk, you wouldn't think he has like a little living area, or like Brank Spice even. I have a headcanon like there's a section of the place where they just entirely miss, that the ancients entirely miss, which is just like a little living area, like a little kitchen, living room, and then there's like bedrooms and and bathroom. I don't know why you need a bathroom, but yeah. So Burning Spice opens the door, greeted them. Pure Lie had never met this person in his life, so he's terrified because he was really shy as a kid. I'm gonna hide behind my father's leg like a little shy bean. The child protagonist in an anime. That's exactly what he did. He hid behind his father's leg. He's like, Shadow Milk Cookie, why have you brought me here? Father, what the heck is this? I made the arms look bad. So, of course, the limbs aren't, the body's not lined up. I have to redo this whole thing. So basically, so here's my family dynamic for Burning Spices for Burning Spice. Okay, Burning Spice is the father of 2 children. Not My Tiger Cookie is the older sister, and then Capsaicin Cookie is the younger brother. Now at the time, Nutmeg is like the same age as Black Sapphire, and Capsaicin is the same age as Pure Lie, 5 years old at this time. I can never get these things to align properly. You can see the past lines of struggle I've had that I haven't been able to show on this live because YouTube hates me and keeps giving me notifications. Thankfully I turned those off before I started this live. So yeah, Capsaicin like saw this random like emo looking guy, and just like picked him up like this. I kid you not. This is Capsaicin. This is Pure Light. 5-year-olds, by the way. Yes, Capsaicin. I feel like Capsaicin and his family just have natural strength in their bones, like natural, just strong bones. That sounded like trombones. I have the urge to make a joke, but I'm not gonna because I can't make jokes very well. So yeah. Capsaicin like dragged Pure Light to his room so they could play with Legos. Pure Light ate one of the Legos, like just a small piece that nobody cares about, because he's a plastic eater. Yes, Pure Light eats plastic, and I enjoy making him eat. I enjoy giving him this lore because it makes him funny. It makes him funny in a way. Okay, I've got to keep like fixing this hair and making it smaller so his head doesn't look as big. I'm tempted to just like cover this eye completely, but I'm not going to because I have some dignity. I just don't want to. It's not even dignity. I just don't want to. So okay. So yeah, that's how Pure Light met his best friend. Because, like I said, they've known each other since they were 5, and guess how old they both are now? 568 years old. Meaning that they've been through a lot together, and they're best friends. So yeah, they're best friends. Like, ride or dies for each other. If someone asked them if they were dating, they'd be like, no, but we're best friends who've known each other since we were 5. So yeah, they've been through like a lot of trauma they've had together, like mainly like losing control of their power, because they're both pretty powerful actually. Pure Light is the cookie of despair. Hold on, I gotta write that down. I don't care if I spell something wrong. I really don't. And yes, my handwriting is very bad. I don't freaking care though. So, I gotta fix the outline of his head. Okay, screen going dark in a second. I gotta fix the outline, and I'm not holding the phone while I fix the outline of something that could like change the outcome of this whole drawing. The outline of like any visible part of head skin, just like it all like it's like how drawing it turns out is depending entirely on that, like how the outline of like the visible skin on heads turn out. Let me just erase this. Hold on 1 second. That looks better. Okay, hold on, this is making me mad. Better for now. So yeah. So they've been through like a lot of like losing control of power and stuff. So yeah, they're best friends. So so Pure Lie has like a bit of a disguise, like a form he uses to get around, okay? Like if he doesn't want any attention or something, like regardless he wouldn't get attention, he's like really quiet. Like if he doesn't want to be noticed by anybody, he knows like when he's going out somewhere. He goes into his disguised as a normal cookie, which I call blueberry puree cookie, which is actually what my mom thought I should name him, because like I told her the name and she was like, what if we made something food related, because she plays Cooker and Kingdom, okay? Huh? Oh, nothing, just recommendation, sorry. But I said nah. But I ends up using the name as his disguise name. You know, just like keep it there. Just like keep it somewhat in his lore. Hold on, I have to charge something real quick. I will be right back, I promise you. Let me turn the light off my lamp for a second. I'm gonna grab my purple charger and charge it because my phone's gonna get broken, isn't it? It's not my phone suck. There's my phone. There it is. Okay, 1 second. I'm taking forever. I apologize. I'm just trying to plug this in before I continue drawing. There we go. Let me see how much battery this has left. Oh crap, it doesn't have it. I charged that just in time because it was really low. So I'm so sorry about that. I was charging my portable charger so I could charge my phone later. But for now, I'm gonna put it on. Hold on. Low battery. I'm turning the brightness up. Okay, and we're back. So, yeah. Anyways, let me see. Okay, so other friends he has, like I said, he has a weird friend group. If I didn't say that earlier, he has a weird friend group. So that weird friend group includes the following. Well, I gotta list them out real quick so I don't forget. Capsaicin cookie, licorice cookie. I spelled that right. Shut up. I spelled that right. No, I'm not even gonna write them down. It's just too much. There's too many of them. He has too many people. My pencil needs lead. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I think I have some lead in my drawer. And I'm purposely avoiding turning my light on because I just don't feel like it. So let me move on. That's empty. Hold on. Where's my lead? There it is. Hold on, I found my lead. Well, it's not lead, it's like graphite, but I'm not in the mood to call it graphite because I just don't want to right now. I don't have time to call it graphite. I'd be like, yo, pass me the yo, you have any extra graphite I can use? My pencil's kind of low. Just nobody has much time for that, I'll admit. No offense to anybody who like prefers calling it graphite, I just don't have time. This should be enough to get me for like 10 more minutes. You think that'll be enough? I think it will. I just jinxed it, didn't I? Here lies my sanity. From never to never. Because I never had sanity in the first place. I'm kidding. Hear that? Listen to that shake. Hold on, I don't know if you can hear that. That's the sound of lead. No, graphite. That's the sound of graphite. A full pencil. Well, not exactly a full pencil. A full pencil wouldn't have any sound because it'd be like too full, to make any sound. Because like it'd all be clogged. I'm not even explaining it. It's making this thing worse. Sorry, I need to drink water. Oh my gosh. It's cold water. It's warm water. Sorry, I need it cold. I'm gonna be right back. I need to get some water. My water bottle's almost empty. Be right back. I'm gonna do one last thing and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Crap. Just grabbing something. Had to get more water because I was thirsty. So, anyways, yeah. So, other friends he has include Licorice Cookie. So we're gonna talk about that next. So his friendship with Licorice Cookie is kind of weird because like he doesn't like this guy doesn't Pure Lie doesn't like it. Dark Enchantress. Okay, there right now. They don't like each other because Pure Lie does not care for her beliefs and doesn't care why cookies are made. He just wants to like get through his immortal life. Okay, so yeah, but how his friendship with Licorice started was like, okay, Pure Lie was in the woods one day, just like chilling, probably like eating leaves or something because he'll eat anything other than actual food. Because he has issues. I think he has texture issues. Like, so he's probably just eating some really crunchy leaves. So yeah, so he was eating some leaves. Then he sees this little Grim Reaper looking guy. Sorry, I'm forgetting everything. My gosh, my memory's not that good. I'll admit. Anyways, so yeah, he saw this little Grim Reaper guy. Okay. Around the same height as him, maybe like a little taller, because Pure Lie is really short. Okay, he's not shorter than Pomegranate. Pomegranate's like the height of his sister, but he's taller than her. He's just not taller than most characters. He's taller than like the reasonable characters to be taller than, like Gingerbrave, because Gingerbrave is like canonically 15. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I can search up how old he is. How old is Gingerbrave? He's like 15 or 16. He's like 15 or 16, as it says. Minor or young teen in the Cookie Run world, despite confusion from anniversary events. Hold on. Oh, I am lucky, Dove. I am lucky, loved winning. I personally agree with you. I think he is like 15 or like 6. Gingerbrave 16th birthday. Oh yeah, I got that event actually. I got that event. I bought like the Game Pass for that event. No, this is just a screenshot. This is not the actual game. But yeah, I think this implies that he is like 16 or something. But like okay, scratch that. He's not exactly like, okay. So you know how cats have their own ears? Like, there's like cat ears and then human ears. So like, I'm going to do something similar for that with like immortal ears and cookie ears. So, hold on. Let me see. How old is 1 year in cat years? 1-year-old cat is equivalent to a 15-year-old human. How old is 16 in cat years? 80-year-old human. So, I'm trying to think how this math can work. Hold on. 80-year-old human. So, trying to think how this would work. So say immortals have their own years, so like, I don't know. Personally, I really don't know. Can I pause this or something? What's this do? Okay, so I'm gonna be right back, but I gotta go do something. Cause I gotta like bug my family and stuff. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna put my mic on mute and stuff. But I'm gonna be right back. So hold on, what's this effect thing do? Can I please just type something before I go? No, not retouch. There's screenshot. That's just not what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so yeah, I just gotta do something. I gotta bug my sister. Hold on. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. I had to do something. I had to go back with my sister. So, yay. Let me just get this back up. Okay. So, yeah, we're just gonna pretend that, I'm not explaining how the years work because I'm just not in the mood to. Like, really not. Like, okay, maybe it's like mental age, like, for example. So here's like how I think immortal ages would work technically. 0 to like 200 is considered like a little kid or something. No, like 0 to 300 is a little kid. 370 to 400 is like a preteen or something. Like 490 is like preteen. And then like 500 to like maybe 700 is a teen, and then 700 to no, it's maybe, hold on. Like, yeah, 700. I think 700 is, no, hold on, I think it's 500, 700 teen. It's like 800 to 1000 is like post teen, and then the rest is just adulthood. That's what I have for this. That's all I have for this, personally. So yeah. Anyways. Okay, I'm seeing if there's any, oh, you got the birthmark on, he has like a birthmark on his cheek. Doesn't even like mean anything. He just like, oh, fun fact, he likes stars. Like, he enjoys astronomy. Before you ask, oh, before you guys are like, oh, he be good friends with Stardust Cookie. They don't like each other, okay? They're like enemies. Moonlight Cookie has tried to get them to get along for everyone's sake. They just don't get along that well. I think Stardust Cookie just has something against this guy. But, so, yeah. I'm trying to think of the friends he has. I really should have listed this so I don't have to go on Ibis Paint to check, because I don't want to risk, like, ending the live accidentally. I really don't want to risk accidentally ending the live just to check Ibis Paint, because I have a list of his friends on Ibis Paint, and I didn't write it down. He has a lot of, like, friends and, like, people he knows who are chill with him. So I'm not just gonna, like, write those. I'm not really in the mood to write, because I've got enough stuff drawn on this paper. Oh, right, I forgot to, like, mention, like, the actual lore that he has for himself. Like, what makes this character so interesting? Why did you ever mention, like, Forsaken in the first place? Okay, so for those who, like, haven't played Forsaken, there's this character 2 time, okay? Part of a cult, okay? Spawnism. Before you're like, oh no, don't tell me you're on Spawnism too. No, I'm not. I'm just not. There's no point in that, personally. No point in joining it. It's just a waste of time. I see lots of things as a waste of time, in case you couldn't tell. But drawing is not one of them. So anyways, Pure Lie wanted to heard about 2 time through a friend, aka Liv. So of course he wanted to, like, try and help 2 time get out, because, he's the cookie of despair, but he has some love. He has, like, some care for people and has some mercy. Just not lots of it. And this is one of the occasions which shows why he doesn't show mercy to people, because he's just gonna get dragged into something bad. He got dragged into the cult for a few months. The only people who really knew are 2 people, okay? 2. One of them he told, the other just found out, okay? Black Sapphire Cookie, his older brother, which he told. He told him because he was, like, scared. He didn't know what else to do with this information. And then Fire Spirit Cookie, who saw, like, the tattoo that he had on his wrist when, like, so Legendaries sometimes do, like, group activities, so this occasion they did, like, group sleepover. Everyone else was asleep except for Fire Spirit, because, he can't freaking sleep. He's energetic, he needs to move, but he just won't. He's, like, kind of similar to Sonic, except he's lazy, but at the same time he just wants to move, but he just lays there instead of moving because, you know, he doesn't know how to brain properly. No offense to Fire Spirit Cookie fans. I enjoy the character, actually. So, he noticed that Pure Lie's, like, sleeve was, like, somewhat rolled up, and he saw, like, some of the markings that he had on his arm. So instead of, like, saying anything, this is Fire Spirit's arm. He just, like, rolled his sleeve down like this. Fire Spirit's arm, Pure Lie Cookie's arm. This is the sleeve. And then he just, like, whoosh. Like, this is, imagine this is Fire Spirit. He took, like, the sleeve. This is the sleeve now. And just went, like, boom. Like, pulled it back down. Because I'm not good at explaining stuff very well. Let me see. So yeah. Eventually, like, Pure Lie did get out of that, mainly because he felt bad for his sister, because Candy Apple Cookie, his little sister, was, like, worried about her older brother and didn't know what to do. Like, she was, like, scared and, like, worried about him because he was, like, getting home later and later. So he felt really bad and eventually, like, broke free of the cult's chains. So yay for him. He got out. He still, like, keeps one of the books, though, mainly to, like, make fun of it. So yeah, he currently doesn't have any beliefs right now. Like, yeah, he does know, like, legendaries are considered, like, gods or stuff, but he has no beliefs, okay? I don't even know why religion would be a thing in Cookie Run, like, other than, like, I don't know what goes on in Cookie Run lore. I, like, kind of stopped paying attention to the lore when Doadel came out. No, not even, like, Doadel came out, I think. When did I stop caring? Oh, yeah, during the summer event. Now, no offense to the characters in summer event, I just don't care for them, personally. But Lime Cookie seems pretty catchy, I'll admit. And I do enjoy, I think it's Mangosteen. It's not Mangosteen. Hold on, I have to search up her name. I know it's not Mangosteen. Pretty sure that's an 8-ball from Cuphead. I know that's not what Mangosteen actually is. But, you know, hold on. All summer perk event cookies. Grapefruit Cookie. Yeah, she's funny. I like her. I didn't pay attention to the story, though. I just, like, skipped everything. And I especially gave up during the Wicked update. I don't care for Wicked that much, honestly. Just didn't, like... I skipped all the story. And these eyes on the fabric don't exactly move. They're just, like, there for, you know, fabric decoration. Okay. So, yeah, kind of. I guess that's, like, most of his lore. It's, like, the important stuff, anyway. Oh. I don't know if did I discuss his family stuff? I don't think I discussed his family stuff on this video, so I'm gonna do it again, even if I didn't already, because I have really bad memory. So, basically, his family is this, okay? His father, Shadow Cookie, he has 2 siblings. His older brother, Black Sapphire, and then his little sister, her, Candy Apple Cookie. And then he has an aunt, Eternal Sugar Cookie. I made Eternal Sugar Cookie and Shadow Cookie, like, siblings, so, like, I have an excuse to give him, like, the little tail without him being considered, like, a fan child, because I don't want him, because, like, he is kind of technically a fan child, I don't want him being a shipping child. He was originally going to be, like, a Shadow Vanilla child, but I decided against that, because, like, you know, last second thoughts are better. Oh, hi. Hi. Thank you. This is my OC. So, yeah. He's my Cookie Run Kingdom OC. I don't know if you play Cookie Run Kingdom, but, yeah. So I'm just gonna start, like, I'm scared to use markers on this, because my paper always bleeds through and I always use the wrong colors. So this little, like, thing on his hair here. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Thank you so much for the subscribe. After this, I'm gonna subscribe to you. I promise I will subscribe to you. And if I forget, then you can be mad at me, because I have bad memory, I'll admit. So right now I'm just like coloring this in with my pencil. Okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is take the gloves. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Okay, so that. If you have any questions about the drawing, I can answer them if you have any. Because I enjoy answering questions about my OCs personally. Oh, it's right here. It's just a thin line. Because like if I make lines like big like this. Oh, not like that. Like hold on, like this, it just does not look very good. Hold on, I'm trying to see. If you have any questions like throughout the rest of this live, which isn't going to be very long, then you can let me know. It's probably going to end soon though, because I'm almost done with like all the shading and stuff. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty silent for the rest of this, because I'm just like adding some final touches to this. Coloring in the birthmark. Anything else I forgot to add? Hold on. Okay. I was gonna give him like an earring, which is like his main weapon was going to be this, but I decided against that because I didn't feel like it. It was going to be like this gem thing that had like powers on it, but I did not do that because I did not. Hold on, can I? Okay, hold on. So, what I was gonna do. I was gonna like put like this little dot here was like gonna be like where this went, but I decided against that. I just didn't really feel like it. And all these like little like lines here are just like stuff, you know. He also was meant to have like a little staff, but I decided against that. He has like a dagger, and I gave him like a dagger instead. Yes, this is kind of based off of like the Ghostfire dagger, but instead of like getting it from like the cult he was temporarily in, he made it himself because he's that cool, guys. Come on, he's that cool. Pretty sure you can watch the live after this is over, but I have no idea personally. I'm gonna put like a little eye on it. So this is his dagger. I don't know if this is even a dagger. I'm just putting dagger slash Nif. I should have put like a weapons warning at the front at the start of this, but I just didn't because I'm mad because I make myself mad a lot. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, this is like kind of final design, kind of new, kind of not new. Oh, by the way, he has a snake. He has an anaconda that he named Slither. So yeah, that's all. How do I end this? So I don't know, not share. I'm trying to end this. Can I? So I guess that's all for now. I guess if I click the X button. So I guess that's all. Bye bye. Thank you for watching my live, and this is Pure Lie Cookie. Signing off is me.